Mashack misses this one, but gets it right back. Lanier lost it going up. Mashack recovers, and Ziegler will set it up.
They love to run a lot of pin downs and get guys coming off those pin downs to shoot the ball.
Shot clock down to 2. Mashack's going to have to put one up quickly. He does, and hits. Houston has now gone 23 minutes without a turnover. Still only 1 on the afternoon.
Look at the help, the way it comes and just swallows up a guy who gets near the paint.
Mashack gets that one to go. Once again, Tennessee using shot clock. Ziegler's 3, too strong, tipped high up in the air. Right back for the shortest player on the court.
They cannot get a rebound. You can't get out in transition if you don't get a rebound.
Shot clock at 10. Mashack. Turnaround, jumper is good, and Tennessee can't miss.
Plays at the next level, yeah. Shooter's touch for Sky Clark. Having a nice little second half here. Tennessee's lead is 13. Mashack will get it organized.
And as bad as it seems, a 4 to 5 possession game for UCLA, if they can get multiple stops and make a run, you're right back in it still. 10:40, 10:29 left. So a lot of fight still left for this UCLA team and a lot of opportunity.
Kane, he kicks it. And Jahmai Mason. That's the other thing. Coaches have to recruit their own players and then go into the portal.
Re-recruit.
And it happens. It's open Monday, that transfer window. So it comes fast.
Well, unfortunately, a lot of players have already checked the box of transferring a while ago. You know, they were just waiting till the season was over.
Yeah.
A lot like a lot of coaches have done in the past, so you can't excuse that either.
Back at age 37, a Durham, North Carolina native matching up against Rick Barnes and the mighty Vols of Tennessee, the 2 seed. Just a 2.5-hour drive from Knoxville. Winner of this will match up against Utah State or UCLA. First bucket.
See that makes you pay for turning it over or a bad shot.
Katie, no. And Jahmai Mashack. 7.5 to go first half. Ziegler in and out. And the ball pops free right to Mashack. Look like.
Here's Mashack. The kick. Milicic open for 3. Weak side putback by Mashack. Averaging about 8.5 points, 6 rebounds per game. Also a good shot blocker. Now come on mark on Chaz Lanier. Milicic trying to get by Kaluma, lost it. Run down by Lanier with 10 on the shot clock. Mashack finds the lane and lays it in. On Park. Mark turning the corner on Ziegler. And Milicic down with it. Mark wanted a foul call. On par with another really good contest at the rim. Again, Mashack cuts, and this time he...
Mashack wide open. He'll hammer home a 3.
I hear what you're saying about Carolina, and I got a little grief after game day for saying I was defending them. I just simply brought up the point that while they do have 10 quad 1 losses, many of them away from Chapel Hill, a lot of the teams at the end of the line that you would be comparing them against didn't play that many games against quad 1 teams.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm not saying that has to put them in. I'm just he just came out a moment ago. 55 seconds to go, 2-point game. Number 4 team in the country up by a deuce. Bruce Davis and Jimmy Dykes with you. Glad to have you with us in the SIP tonight. Here's Ziegler. Chance for assist number 9. Got it. That's where Rick
Boston. Oh, bad pass. Look at Mashack. He wins the race. Spins. Oh, and he's got a chance for a... That was a big trip there.
Yeah, where's the offense come right now with no Chaz Lanier? Gainey had a good first half. Milicic knocked down a 3.
Ziegler penetrate.
Mashack decides to try it, and they get points from... Ziegler will inbounds, and here we go.
When they turn down Gainey, now Mashack's got to go.
He will fire.
Into the paint. 5 to shoot. Here's Lanier for 3. And a second opportunity for Mashack. Off the window.
He stays so active on.
It was Damian Collins who got whistled for the foul. It's his first. Lanier, as you may be aware, led Tennessee with 30 points. He had 8 threes, including a 5-for-5 start. And not a great start here tonight in Red Stick for Tennessee.
It's not the offensive possession they wanted. Trying to run the play, never got set, and Lanier has been trying to catch the ball for about 25 seconds.
Mashack decides to launch a 3, and he drills it. Bails him out
at halftime. Three-pointer, no good. The tip-in is, though. What a play. Shot clock at 8. Lanier gets past Washington. Missed the floater. Kept alive and tipped up and in by Mashack.
Wow.
So that's a second time McLaughlin created an open shot for his teammate. First it was Tyler Nickel when he pick and roll to the basket. That time kick out to Hogard.
Milicic. Mashack answers back. Again off a screen.
Similar to that last possession, Tyler Nickel comes tight shoulder to shoulder on that screen, puts down that left foot, turns.
Ziegler, Mashack, he takes it himself and lays it in. Ziegler, what a crossover. Mashack for 3. Got it!
Porter Moser scratching his head. Oklahoma fans have vacated in some major sections of this arena. This has been an absolute bludgeoning for the Volunteers. Milicic inside. Nice tough catch by Mashack. Here's Mashack. Gonna have to be him, and it is.
And Cruz has the 6'8" length to deal with, and Grill's got the quick release.
Jimmy talking to the Mizzou staff today, they feel like Cruz has probably been their best shooter in practice. Yeah. They've been waiting for him to cut it loose on game day. Lead at 7. Here's Milicic, and now Mashack wide open. With the bounce. UNLV now at Missouri. He has found his home. 49 threes coming in now with 50 on the season with that deep one made moments ago. Out of the timeout, Missouri has its largest lead. Jimmy Dykes, Roy Philpott call it 9. Phillips a bounce pass to Mashack. But team with Grill and with Tamar Bates, who's really yet to do anything, but defensively it's chaos at times.
It is. Short clock to work with.
Timer down to 5. Mashack an opening with a pass off glass. In and out and back in.
Well, they have 4 offensive rebounds early in this game themselves due to the Tennessee Vols.
Contested jumper is an air ball from Lanier, but a putback. Elijah Martin left it short. Martin hasn't made a bucket. Will Richard has only made 1. It's been Walter Clayton Jr. carrying the Gators here early on. He's got 10 of their 17.
For Tennessee, I think Gainey off the ball has been their best offense. Try to get him coming off some of those down screens.
Mashack turn around, rolls it home in the single digits. Cannon whistles it to Martin for 3. Alpara secures the board. A 19-16 Florida lead in the first half, and then the Volunteers went to work. A Lanier three, a big part of this run. Mashack off the glass.
Rhythm, that's when they look like a Final Four team.
Why not? That was close. Akpara and Mashack with the foul. The energy.
Robinson's got his big man, and that was broken up by Lanier. Mashack hard. The high floater over Williams.
Ziegler with Cardwell on him. The three in and out. Johnson had it. Mashack takes it and lays it in. Every coach. Phillips finds Lanier. 18-footer, no. Tip, yes. Another great play by Mashack. Mashack is
the world we live in, and they're making an impact as Hubbard rises and fires his first one. Too strong, and that one goes to the ground before Mashack picks it up. Worked a lot during the shoot-around on Mashack's shot. We'll see if it pays dividends in this game as Ziegler penetrates and bounces to him, and he goes to the paint. Floater, yes, it rolls around and down. Well, Lanier 14 leading the way. Mashack deep in the paint, right over Hubbard, an easy one for Jahmai Mashack. And that may have been more of a Wagner fastball that was mishandled by the catcher, Sean Jones Jr. 3 into the Hall of Fame this year. Congratulations to all of them. All deserving.
Have there been guys in the Hall of Fame that didn't deserve it?
You could make the case for a few, yeah, especially if you're a tough grader. That one rolls over the...
Tough. I had 2 older brothers. Our mom worked in the summer, so I was at home with them. They'd beat me up every day, and if I complained to my mom, they'd beat me up the next day. So I learned what toughness was at a young age. There's the shooting doctor.
Good. Evidenced by Tennessee being 7 of 12 right now from the field and getting second opportunities several times.
Ziegler behind the back. Mashack. I like.
It's basketball time in Tennessee.
At the half, they won at Illinois, they lost at Florida. Here's R.J. Godfrey. He loves that little jump hook. Misses it this time. Here comes Chaz Lanier.
Good defense there by Felix Akpara in the low post.
Over 19,000 here at the Food City Center.
The tone of this game, you wouldn't think it's 19,000 in the building. Tennessee's going to have to pick up the pace and try to get the crowd on their side.
Milicic, backdoor cut. And
face box out. Too physical on that. Got to use better technique and end the possessions with a sound rebound.
Mashack for 3. Mashack lays it in.
And that's a
get a shot up. Akpara does. Milicic, offensive glass.
Hustle there by Tennessee. Stand with him.
Mashack will pull it, knocks it down.
Yeah, it's like his teammates had to remind him, you got the matchup. You go one-on-one.
3 years at Houston. And then to Arkansas, and that island of misfit toys last year. Milicic passed the 3. Lanier gives it up. Lanier lost mark on the cut. They just switched off and gave him Trey Johnson. Ziegler, you got to have shot makers if you're going to run it this late in the shot clock every time. Mashack, finger roll good with 3/10 of a second left.
Mashack, go in there and try to just slam one of those homes. Oftentimes he seeks for contact. He's a great athlete. Just go up there and dunk it. Make the ref call a foul or catch a body.
Ziegler finds Mashack on the cut. Wasn't one of the lessons Rick Barnes.
All right. Just say, all right, fine. I'll dribble handoff. We'll get a little 2-on-1 action.
Mark is off the mark in Tennessee with the rebound. Only thing slowing down Tennessee has been Tennessee. 12 turnovers tonight. Ziegler finally gives it up to Mashack. That's another solution. Put the ball in.
Good. He can certainly do that. In fact, everybody seems to be able to do that. Doesn't matter how tall you are, you're shooting threes.
Yeah, he's one of the better pick and pop threats in this league. At that 5 position, shooting 45% from that 3-point line. Watch a lob.
Yeah, and you got a big 7-footer who got knocked in the face, and he's worried about that. Why Mashack picks.
Jahmai Mashack on the inbounds pass, the steal, the finish.
6-effort differential for the shot game clock. Last time the Vols were 12-0, 2019. The only time before that, 2008. And this capacity crowd heading to the exits, appreciating what Vols were able to finish up tonight. It took some time. Mashack, why not?
With the exception of the one that got blocked at the 10.
Stansberry feeling it that time. Well off the mark. His first miss. Tennessee down 4 early. Mashack wants a 3. That's in.
Really worked on incredible play design. They work on that play all of the time in practice. Great job and a great finish.
Head coach Rick Barnes with that win against Illinois, now tied 12th all-time Division I history in all-time wins. And it just shows you a coach's
back. It's pretty impressive there. Boswell lets it fly short. Rebound by Akpara.
What a recovery. I mean, you have been beat off the bounce. You're playing disadvantage basketball, but the Volunteers so sound defensively.
Mashack kicks it to the corner. Extra pass Lanier. Mashack's got it again. Still plenty of time.
Look at where Hummerkaus is guarding Mashack. I mean, he's just floating off him and daring him to shoot.
Ziegler to Mashack. Mashack, good for 2.
And there, Mashack
near. Yakuchonis looking for space, and Mashack had it ripped away. Another steal from Mashack.
Those active hands. Mashack now in transition. What a finish. Basketball, guarding on that ball, and Yakuchonis just fighting away.
5th straight game over 20 for Yakuchonis. Gainey passed up the 3 underneath to Mashack.
But now you've got Hummerkaus.
Tennessee puts up a shot. If they don't get the offensive rebound, you have to get back and get organized defensively really quickly because Miami can score. This is a good offensive team. Their problems have come from not defending consistently. Jahmai Mashack rattled defense. And it doesn't say in the rule book that you can't start your rhythm defensively. And here's a steal by Mashack. Driving on Bethea, and he'll lay it in.
4-2, the 2 losses against Texas by 4, Texas Tech by 5. Back-to-back giveaways for the Orange in transition. The basket and the foul from Mashack. Ziegler drive and kick, comes back to get it, fires away, can't connect. Offensive rebound again. Tennessee crashing the glass and really controlling the offensive rebounding. Ziegler down the paint, kicks it out. Hanging and scoring is Mashack. 7.
You got your Iron Man in Zakai Ziegler, but he can't play 36, 37 minutes a game. And I know that they've been kind of playing point guard by committee. So Bishop Boswell, they're certainly hoping that he can take on that primary role.
Boswell, the freshman from Charlotte. Mashack finishes on the right side. Phillips with the help defense. Salaridze off the front iron. Tennessee the rebound.
Don't mind that look. It's a clean look. Mark going into a little bit of a zone action. And going right back into man.
Here's Mashack who spins and finishes. Jahmai.
Scott Drew's team
has a mountain to climb to try to get back within striking distance.
The other thing that's against Baylor is the fact that Tennessee is such a deep team. I mean, you see free substitutions, but the level has not dropped off really at all.
Loose ball ricochets to Mashack around the world. Still in search of our first point, almost 3 minutes in. There's Mashack, the senior. He was on that Elite Eight squad last year. Knifes inside and lights the lamp. Power fires a three.
Well, that looked good, right on line.
Virginia 14 makes last time in Baltimore against Nova. Milicic passed up. Mashack lets it go and connects.
It was basically one-on-one. Ames just taking it by himself. Mashack with good hands.
Into the backcourt. Euro step. Flutters it in for two.
Percentage so far this season as Thomas gets on the board again.
Thomas, a wonderful move. Jahmai Mashack countered by staying on the floor. Didn't fall for the head and shoulders fake, but Thomas was able to finish over top of Jahmai Mashack.
Tennessee shooting 80% from the field in this one. Beautiful feed from Ziegler inside Mashack.
He's in a tournament one as well, an Elite Eight run last season. He is reloaded again with a new look roster this year.
Yeah, reloaded. You're missing the likes of Josiah George-James and Santiago Vescovi, and obviously the first round draft choice in Dalton Connect. So, you know, he's got a lot of pieces to put in play to get this team back to where he thinks that they can be, but he can get it done.
Mashack driving baseline, jumper rolls all the way around the rim and in as well. There's Milicic again, top of the key, looking for Estrella. Sophomore big man backing up Pridgeon. Out to Mashack, another jumper, so smooth tonight.
To pick up the team, to get him back, and was able to get Bob back over to the stadium to call a great game.
Again, congratulations to Bob Kessler, very humble, so you have to give him a shout out, him and all the Ball Network crew. He's got what he hopes a lot of games here for Tennessee basketball this season as they still early into this year. Mashack, a floater, nice finish.
It starts on the defensive side of the ball. Create offense with your defense.
Mashack's three is a bit strong. Gainey gives the Vols a new 20. Cameron Carr on the floor. It's number 43 in the far corner. His first minutes today. Ziegler, a couple of hezzies, picks up the dribble. Mashack's open in the corner. Yeah, there's another triple for Mashack.
For Jordan Gainey. From the corner, Hawkins loses it. Mashack is always near a loose ball.
Unforced error for Gardner-Webb. You got to take care of the basketball and give yourself an opportunity for something to go in.
Mashack hasn't taken a lot of shots tonight, but not
each game.
Yeah, that's true. You don't want to be the team that runs the table in November, December, and fades away. And that's typically the goal, is to play your best in March.
And Tennessee has really trended in that direction, I think, Andy. They have played some of their best basketball in March the last couple of years. It's just that they've come up against someone that was just a little bit better.
Mashack, corner, got